Okay, hey everyone, it's Kyle here from ESCBubble.com. I'm delighted to say that we've been joined by the girl, the diva herself. It is Charlotte Perrelli. Hi Charlotte, how are you doing?
Hi, nice to see you.
First of all, a huge congratulations on your performance at the weekend. What a powerful performance. My goodness, I think it blew everyone away. What was it like performing in the studio as opposed to an audience like you normally would have?
Of course, it's a huge difference. I mean, it feels like a new competition because it's something totally new. Of course, I felt that I missed the audience because they are huge, they are full of love, and they are so, you know, they love this, you know, they have been preparing for the competition for almost a year, you know, and they're giving so much love. And I would love to have them in front of me when I'm doing the song because they are lifting you so much. But now we couldn't, so I'm also happy that we can do this competition because I mean, we were also thinking about, will it be any competition at all, or do we have to cancel everything? So I'm just happy that we have the chance to do it. And but of course it feels a little bit weird, a little bit different because we don't have them there. But I mean, I've been doing this, been working with music and songs for my whole adult life, you know. So I also feel that I have been in the studio singing for the audience at home in the camera lens, you know. So I know how to do that, and I know how to focus, and I know how to just, I mean, lifting myself. And so I think it went out well, even though it would be funnier to have the audience.
Yeah, it's a bit odd watching Melodifestivalen and not seeing the balloons rapidly waving everywhere.
And the pink hats.
And the signs, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
I think though
it's so weird.
SVT have done a great job though putting it together in order, you know, the way it's shot and the camera angles have all been really tight and really well worked. And I think that's something that came across really well with your performance with all the dancers and everything, to make a real, you know, creative focus point for the camera.
I think so too.
What made you decide that 2021 was the year that you wanted to come back as a performer? Obviously, it's been 4 years now since you were there. What made you want to think it's my time now? Let's go again.
Actually, I didn't have the feeling that I wanted to go back to the competition. That was not what was. That was not an issue or a thing for me that I was like searching for or looking for. Actually, I got the song from one of the writers, and I you know, I was at home, you know, in the quarantine, you know, making food for the children, and just was listening to the song, and I felt like, oh my God, this is a good one. This is a good song. What is this? So I started to write a mail, and then I was like throwing myself on the phone, you know, and I was like, this is a really good song. What were you thinking about? Do you think that I should just record it for like an album, or what do you have in mind? And they were like, yeah, maybe for the competition. What do you think? And I was like, it's fantastic. It's a brilliant idea. And from, you know, no thoughts at all on the competition, I was like totally into it and focus 100% into the competition. So I think that's so amazing, and I think it's so interesting that you can feel totally off, and then when you got the right song, you switch like this, and you just feel that this is everything for you. This is life. This is really what is meant to be. And the song felt so good for me. I felt it in the beginning, and I had a strong feeling that I can't miss this opportunity. I really need to do it because it's a good song for me. I don't know how people will take it. I don't know how people will if they will take it to their heart, you know, if they really would like it or not. But I feel that this is a good song for me, so I need to do it.
Yeah.
And that was the reason why I went to the competition. I just felt that I need to do it because of the song.
I think obviously we had a few years where Schlager seemed to have been, you know, died down a little bit in Melfest, and then we've seen this resurgence recently with, you know, Jessica Andersson and Lena Headland, and now your song, which is bringing back that Schlager Swedish power pop that we all know and love.
Yeah.
And it's something that, you know, has always lived through time in the Swedish pop world. Why do you think that people do love Schlager so much?
I don't know, but I think it has some sort of energy, you know, that we all felt like we're uplifting a little bit. And I think in those days when things are quite tough for a lot of people and we are quite bored, and I think it's more important that we actually understand. And I think that's one of the reasons that's why people really like it so much. I mean, because it's also different, you know. I can feel that a lot of the songs that is in the competition is so good songs, and they are really fantastic radio songs, but I'm not that sure that it exactly that kind of a good song in the competition, because in the competition this year it feels like we need something else, and it feels like our heart is beating for something that we maybe recognize from before, and that really is happy. You know, we need that because we have all of the other things every day, and we're struggling with those kind of feelings all the time. So we need something to lift us up a little bit, and that's maybe one of the reasons that actually my songs went out so well this far.
Obviously, speaking of Schlager Divas, we can't not comment on your performance from 2016. I cannot believe that was 5 years ago now. Where you,
I know, it's still a long time.
You famously told Eric Sade to go home, and now, of course, Eric is performing at the weekend.
Same competition.
Likely that he might get through. So it's going to be you and Eric facing off in the final, potentially. How does that feel?
I mean, it's just, I mean, it's the fun lyric, and I think actually he will be one of the biggest threats in the final if he goes there. But I'm pretty sure about that. I haven't heard the song, but I heard that he has a good one, and I mean, he's a good performer, so he will probably come up with something really catchy, and I can imagine that he will. But it's so hard to know because there are many guys, good-looking guys in the age of 30s. There are like very, very many of them. So it depends on if some of them are so good that they will, you know, go through everything, or if the votes will have problem, you know, to catch up, you know, because they will like spread out on more of the on the songs. It's really hard to know. It's and I don't know. I mean, I'm quite lonely in my kind of this Schlager pop sound, but will it go through or will it not? It's like, I don't know. It's really hard to know.
A great show anyway. You know, it's a fantastic performance.
I feel like a winner.
Yeah.
Even though I won't win, I feel like a winner because it's people like it, and that's everything to me.
Yeah. When you go direct, you're like, right, that's it. I've done it. Ticked it. Brilliant. People did really like it. And obviously you've been to Eurovisions before as a performer, 99 and 2008. You went in 2018 to support Benjamin, and then 2019 you went back to Israel to do some bit of commentating with the wonderful Edward of Sicilian. How was that being on the other side and being able to, you know, see all these artists on the stage, you know, that you've been there before? How was it being on the other side, you know, talking about them?
You mean when I was the commentator?
Yes, in Tel Aviv, yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that was really relaxing because I'm always so used to get really, really nervous and to have this. It's nerve-wracking, to know that you should not forget the words, your steps, the dance, all of the cameras, and do everything the best you ever can do it, and then you're just sitting in the back seat and just watching the whole show and have the chance to also think a lot and say, oh no, this was not good, or to say that this was wonderful performance. So it's really it's different, very different for me to do that, but it was really relaxing and really fun to do it that way and to be a part of it, even though you don't have the pressure. But somehow, I have choose to be an artist way back because I like it, and I also like the nerve, when I have the press and I have the so it's really hard to say what I prefer best, but both sides have their have a brilliant time of I enjoy it, of course, but being an artist is what I am,
Yeah, of course. Regarding yourself then, going forwards to 2021, do we have, I know you mentioned potentially for an album on the way, is there new music coming? What's the plan for the next few months? We are it's a little bit depends on how it goes in the final, if there will be a new song the day after, or it will take 1 month after, but we will absolutely come out with more materials, and we're actually looking for new songs right now and working on it a little bit, so that's very fun. That's also a fun work to do now when you have a little bit more time to go into the studio and try new things. And also then going forwards, regarding the contest itself at the weekend, not the weekend, in 2 weeks' time, are there any changes, any things you're going to do a bit differently on stage, or is it going to, and do you have time to do that? Do you have any more rehearsal time, or?
We have the time. If we want to do some changes, we can do it, but I think we are quite pleased. There are some few things, some camera things that we should change, and some lightings that we didn't thought was 100%. We can actually do it a little bit better, but I don't think that people will see any big difference because we are like going into small things, but we were working quite hard with the number, and we were coming that far that we enjoyed it, and we were quite pleased with the number. So not any big changes.
And then just to finish, Charlotte, who would you say is your ultimate favorite Schlager diva? There's so many. Who is my favorite Schlager diva?
Oh, that was a tricky one. I don't know. Maybe I should know. I don't know. That was so hard. I was thinking that maybe I don't know. No, maybe not. No, I don't have any really good answer on that one. Sorry.
That's all right. There's a lot to choose from, and there's a lot of inspiration out there.
It is.
And like I said, people do love the Schlagerbland. Many of your songs still get played in the UK. There's Eurovision nights out in Manchester and London, and when they come on, the room pops off, and there is a huge fan base out there in the UK for you.
That's lovely to hear.
Thanks very much for joining us, Charlotte.
Thank you so much.
And for bringing the Schlager pop power back to the Melodifestivalen final. We cannot wait to see you there and enjoy the performance over again. And I wish you the very best of luck from everyone here at ESCBubble.
I will need that. Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
That's all right. Take care. Bye-bye.